PvP, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the YouTube channel Darth Craig. Its continuing mission to explore strange new PvP teams, to seek out new meta and new hero synergies, to carelessly go where no one has gone before. Good afternoon, my dungeon boss brethren. We are here again with the Team Lab Thursday. It's been a hot minute since I've had a chance to do some PvP. Been busy with work. You know how adult life works. You know, you get busy and you gotta do stuff, and then they throw more responsibility on you, and you gotta do even more stuff. And they don't seem to take into account, your dungeon boss career. So, been a little bit. On top of that, I've also had some issues with just having teams to workshop. You know, we need XP to be able to test out teams. So I run into an issue where, I spend all my XP because so and so says, "Hey, try this hero out." Then we do it, and it works like dog shit. And here we go. And so then it's like, I guess I'll try another team in 3 weeks when I have enough XP potions. We're going to be trolling around in Silver League today. Silver League, I've been not necessarily struggling. I've been picking some high win teams, but very very slow teams. They were safe teams, and ultimately I'm just trying to get through this a little bit fast. We're running into William and Baylog, and basically this team that is behind me right now. This team here has been all over the place. Haven't quite nailed it down. I have some teams queued up in the background to work it, but I just don't have the XP to level them up. And partially when you run into this team here with their Baylog being 6-starred and yours not, my Baylog is not 6-starred, so I'm at a disadvantage there. Some of the stuff's just not working properly. So if we run into that one today with the team I'm running, I probably won't do it, just because I don't have the capacity to take them out before I die. Most specifically in silver PvP these days, we're seeing a lot of William. William obviously giving everybody the double bubble shield. That's ultimately what I was trying to solve for when working on my team build. After hitting up some of the folks in the chat in terms of how they speed up their silver runs, if you will, common consensus is that Echo and Torchy were a big part of that. I've been toying around with the order a little bit. I used to go with Torchy first to silence, and then I would use Echo to bring energy back so that Torchy could basically use silence again really, really quickly. I've actually switched that a little bit. Just to give Torchy an extra chance to crit. He's obviously not going to crit against William, but that's besides the point. Um, the team that I'm using is 3 fast and 1 regular. Reason being is I don't want to queue up a bunch of regular heroes and not be able to get attacks off when you're doing something like William and then Rogar or somebody else, for example. It's running the risk of your guys getting killed. I want to get my stuff off before they actually get killed. So the team that I did has been able to take down some level 80s. Like I feel like I can take down this team here. Um, I should be okay against this one despite its power. Um, but here's the team that I am using. So we're using Ekko-Torchy, Masuda, and Nitpik. Um, Basically, here's the scoop. So Torchy in general, not against this team here. Torchy is out there to mitigate the double bubble from William. That's his main goal. And then his first ability is so powerful that you can usually nuke almost any nub nub that comes around, especially if he's still on a crit bonus. So you have that option as well. And then Masuda has an increased crit chance that is and does extra damage when he crits. And the true star of this show here, from what I gather from everyone talking and why Nitpick is so popular amongst PvP attack teams, is the ability to get guys into stun. So Echo plus Nitpick is intended to stun people, and when you get that stun off, if they have a string of normal heroes, what you end up doing is you save yourself some massive AoEs from folks like Rogar, their Nitpicks, and other similarly powered folks. Um, My team so far is a bit underpowered. You see, I got them almost all 6 star. Nitpick is not 6 star, and both Masuda and Nitpick, I didn't have the XP to get them any higher than 75. I did take on a different team before that was all 80s and all 6 stars. I handled it pretty well. We're going to do a few matches here just to see what we got. Where this team falls short so far is on high capacity fast teams. So if you're running against a team that has multiple fast heroes, particularly when you're staring down Black Diamond, who does some wounding, that can be bad for business as well. Um, but basically, it also depends on who the first AOE is. If you're dealing with the William team and the first other person is um, high powered DPS, like Rogar, for example, you run the risk of somebody getting severely damaged because you have to spend your first ability on William. But let's do a couple matches here, see what it looks like. You can judge for yourself if this is something you want to try, especially if you have these guys leveled up already. I'll try and walk through thought process as we go. This particular team that I'm going against, I'm I've never fought it before. It's certainly not a common team that I see here. My big threat, for the most part, though, is Rogar. Rogar absolutely wipes the floor with so many people on the front end. So the goal is going to be to silence him first. Like I said, we go Echo first to give extra crit chance. That way, even if Torchy, um, I mean, he's going to hit, but if he crits, even better, take out some of the damage there. We throw silence on Rogar so that he can't AoE. And he did third of his health. That isn't bad. And we hope to get crits from Masuda. Bam, bam. Here we go. 2 crits from Masuda. Rogar's almost dead. That's the goal that we wanted to see. And then hopefully the firepower from Nitpick is enough to kill him or stun him. And then it's just a matter of picking our poison at that point and hope that Stonefist doesn't piss pound either Nitpick or Torchy. My guess is Nitpick will definitely be the first one targeted. He has the lowest defense of anyone on this team, and with Stonefist, for example, yep, we got elemental advantage. But we're 3-on-2. We got some great skills coming up too, so we'll take out him. And now what are we gonna do? So we just pour on all of our DPS, and here we go. I don't expect much to happen. I mean, Masuda's got high powered damage there. He's not going to heal himself. Their main goal is just to stay alive. Freebie Death Blossom will take that all day. But the knockout punch here is always fun when Echo comes along and does the immobilizing. I love that attack. It does so much damage against unsuspecting. Stonefist is a tank, so he took it like a champ, but all things considered, that was a very successful run. And truthfully, having Nitpick being weaker might actually be an advantage because him being 75 and Torchy being 80, it takes some of the heat off of Torchy. Torchy can be killed very easily by stray attackers, and having them go after Nitpick, whose his only purpose is the first round, trying to get that stun. After that, his second ability is just it's for unarmored. It requires it's that shredder one. But like this one here might go a little bit different because they have 2 fast heroes, so we have to kind of anticipate what's going to happen. They're going to get both of those off for sure because my first ability is with Echo. So depending on who Shadowblade goes for and who Torchy goes for, it's possible that they might totally disrupt me. But if they don't, then I can do the same thing I did the previous one where I target Rogar first and then just go to town. Not interested in any streaks, so it's no big deal if I lose here. Um, but one of the nice things here about Masuda on this team, when we do nerve damage on the second turn, it really helps with some of those teams that do a lot of healing. So again, it's all a matter of who gets targeted here first. My guess is both Shadowblade and Torchy will go after Nitpick. Shadowblade went for elemental advantage, which makes sense there. I can't guarantee that Torchy's going to go for him. I feel like Torchy will go for Nitpick, but let's cross our fingers here. Echo took it. So Echo did his main thing. So now our goal, silence on Rogar. Yasmin will heal when she gets a chance. That's no big deal. Rogar takes it hard. There goes Echo, unfortunately. And can we finish off Rogar? Yeah, see, that's where it would have really helped to have Nitpick maxed out. That would have been enough to take him down. Now we're at kind of a weird junction. It's like, what do we even do here? We could try and get a kill off of um, Shadowblade. He's got evasion. We're probably not going to hit him. Best to try and just go after Rogar while he's stunned and let the chips fall as they may. He goes down. Masuda versus Torchy. Torchy's going to silence. I think he already did his silence. Really, the true thing here is can they dodge? And I don't know if they can dodge when they're stunned. Can't run away. I don't. I don't think there's any correlation there. Um, but because I'm not really sure what I would want to do here. Torchy is generally kind of dodgy himself, but I want the elemental advantage. I feel like the risk reward is there to go after Shadowblade because Shadowblade is going to go after Kira, and I feel like I should take the initiative, control what I can control, and there we go, we got him. Unarmored against Torchy. See you later, sir. Oh shoot, real bummer there that Torchy got a full free heal, and I'm still silenced too. That's a bummer. I could have did a dim mock there, but I should be in a decent spot here because I'll silence Yasmin just because. And for good measure, I'm going to make sure she can't heal herself either. Both Torchy and Nitpick really can't do much against Yasmin, so. Burning, let's see. Yeah, let's just try and kill Yasmin outright. Now we're in a good spot, even though I lost two people. Assassinate ought to take him down. Hoo-ha, see? Look at that. We just get Kira and Nitpick up to 80, which is plausible for me in this upcoming week. Might really be onto something. Like I said, it's not going to beat that Balog and William team, um, but it's worth a shot. So here's a textbook William team, one that I would want to address. So this one here is actually perfect because William being their first turn instead of Rogar, I'm not wasting my silence on him. So I'm silencing William, but then my normal speed is going to get to go first. So in a perfect world, if I get my big hits from Torchy, if I get crit with Torchy, double crit with Kira, then my crit with Nitpick, and then maybe, just maybe, get um, a freebie Death Blossom from Masuda. That would be great. See if we can end with a bang here. Now, this isn't a true textbook William team, but like I said, we see William everywhere in the PvP where it really doesn't matter what team he's on. But for me, it does matter the order because him being first is absolutely optimal for what I'm running, as long as they don't have any other fast heroes because my silence on him is going to take care of business. So really, my goal is to look for back to back to back crits to hopefully take out Rogar. Um, if Rogar doesn't die, then what I'm going to do is I will focus on Nub Nub because, like I said, turn 2, Torchy using his first ability will absolutely destroy Nub Nub. Won't kill him outright, 80 versus 80, but it will be pretty darn close. Okay, we got some crits there, and now it's really about Nitpick. Can he do his thing? Oh, I just noticed this now. I totally effed that up. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. I didn't. That's why Rogar's almost dead because I hit him first with Torchy. Shoot. Well, let's do some damage control here. I was supposed to silence William. Now we got the double bubble and we totally waste Nitpick's skill. That's what happens when you start monologuing instead of actually focusing on PvP. That totally lost this fight now. I might have to do another one out of Redemption. See that's what's so great about Torchy. Torchy beats the absolute living piss out of Nub Nub. So barring a string of really clutch dodges, I'm toast here. They got all their heals on them. I feel really stupid there. I really do. Not saying it would have went any different. I'm not saying I would have won that one, but I wouldn't have wasted Nitpik's ability. That's for sure. That got me absolutely nowhere. This is Baylog and William and Emily. Let's see what this one is here. This one is kind of boring. You know what? I'm gonna do this one here because I want you to see how it actually goes with this one. So, um, this full disclosure, I do not expect to win this one. Now with Emily doing revives, but it's good for you as an education piece to determine if a team like this could beat them. Dual tanks is really tough to do with these fast heroes if you don't get those kills off, and even if you get the kill off, the primary kill needs to be on Emily, which we're just not able to do. I don't think any of my heroes actually have the capacity to kill Emily in her first turn because of the single target. The single target skills from even Torchy in round two. Um, William's usually going to block that. I know it's a percent chance to block it, but for me, it's a 100% chance. He blocks literally every death blow that I try to do. But at least we did it right this time where we're going to get Nitpik's ability off. If we get the crit on there, fabulous, and then we stun some people. If we get some stuns in there, maybe we get lucky. So, stun on Baylog, that's great. Silence on William, that's great. Now we're just all about surviving. Maybe we kill Emily and preserve Torchy's. Oh, yep, that's what I said. I was not paying attention there. See what I tell you, 100% chance. It's always 100% chance. We need a we needed that end of turn we needed that end of turn Death Blossom from Masuda. See, every effing time. Every effing time, I'm telling you. Got her that time. Jeez. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I tell you. Baylog, is he armored? He is armored, and Rogar's obviously armored too. Try to kill Baylog since Rogar is stunned. There's the taunt and the silence. That's okay. That did absolutely nothing. Okay, here we go. Showtime. There's the whirlwind. Yep, that we knew that was coming. Increase crit. Silence. Oh, look at that. We did it. What a way to end the video. So, there's, I wouldn't call it a silver bullet. But I tell you this, if I didn't have to waste 4 attacks trying to kill Emily, that could have went way, 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 way better for me. But like I said, for me, William, it's a 100% chance to block, which is why I try not to leave that to chance, because it's always a strike against me. But we actually got lucky here. I'm actually very, very proud of that. Um, Emily was 5-star instead of 6-star. That may have been part of the reason I was able to get her down as far as I did, but all their others were 6-starred and level 80, and it is what it is. So if you got the capacity to do so, give this team a try. Let me know if it works for you. Let me know if you got a sub, if you use somebody else besides Masuda. I know Ekko and Nitpik are two very, very commonplace. Maybe the other two are and a Torchy. Torchy you need to silence. So if you sub in a fourth, let me know what mechanics or what order you use for that. I've heard a couple of different names out there. I went with fast heroes instead of normal because I didn't want to, like I said, line up a bunch of normal heroes where they're still getting their attacks in from other people that I didn't silence. That's partially why I picked Masuda, and because he does extra crit damage, and because he has healing prevention, and because he has extra bonus Death Blossom sometimes. There's a lot of good stuff about Kira, even if he is, a low hero these days. That's all I got for this week. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and remember, I make YouTube videos for the American working man, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.